Google has just released Gemini 3.0 and the whole industry is buzzing. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We'll figure out what's new, what's actually powerful, and we'll get to the bottom of that big question. Is it finally time for you to make a shift? Let's dive right in. And no jokes. This is not an exaggeration. The performance numbers we are going to get into right now are jaw-dropping. I mean, models that feel like cutting edge just a few weeks ago, ChatGPT 4, Claude 3, are suddenly on defensive. It feels like the entire landscape just shifted overnight. That's the real question. Is it? Is this just marketing hype? Or is this a genuine massive leap forward? How is it with these big launches? It is so easy to get swept up in the excitement. So our goal here is pretty simple. We're going to break down the actual facts and show you what is real and give you everything you need to make your own call. First things first, what is Gemini 3.0 really? Before we get to all the wild performance numbers, let's just lay down a foundation. Let's talk about what this new model actually is, and maybe more importantly, why it's so fundamentally different from everything that comes before it. So the keyword you really need to focus on here is natively. Think about it like this. Other AIs were kind of person who only spoke text, right? And then they had to learn separately how to describe a picture or understand sound. Gemini 3.0 was born fluent in all of it. Text, images, audios, videos, right from the get-going. It's not translating between them. It's thinking in all of them at the same time. And trust me, that changes absolutely everything. And that brings us to the next massive upgrade. This idea of agentic behavior. What does this actually mean? Well, in simple terms, it means the AI is evolving and can actually do things for you. That is to say, it goes from just a chatbot that answers your questions to an AI agent that can actually take actions for you. We are talking about executing complex multiple steps tasks across different apps. Things like organizing your totally chaotic inbox, or booking a trip just based on an email conversation. Or for developers, even deploying code. It does things for you now. And look, that isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. Google actually rolled out a whole family of free models. First up, you get standard. Think of it as your fast, efficient, everyday workhorse. And then there is the Pro. This is the flagship model. This is the one that is crushing benchmark and has that insane 1 million token context window. And yeah, you got me right. That is like feeding it the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy and then just asking it questions. It's wild. And finally, Deep Think. This one is the specialist, the real heavy hitter. It's built for those super tough, complex problems that need serious step-by-step logical reasoning. All right, now we know what it is. Let's get to the part that is getting everyone's head spin. The numbers. Seriously, this is where the story gets really, really interesting. And I want us to be super clear about this. We are not talking about small little incremental gains here. On some of the toughest AI benchmark ever made, Gemini 3.0 didn't just move the goalpost. It's like it built a whole new stadium. All right, check this number, 31.1%. This is the number. This is the number that makes the entire AI community just stop on a track. It is called that Gemini 3 Deep Think pull on a benchmark called ARC-AGI 2. What you need to know about this test is that it's not about memorizing facts. It's all about abstract reasoning. That flexible human-like intelligence that has basically been the holy grail for AI researchers forever. I know 31 might not sound like a huge number all by itself, but this chart right here, this gives you the context. Just look at this, the competing models. They are topping somewhere in their mid-teens. Even the last model of Gemini was down at 5%. So that jump all the way past 30%, that's not just an improvement. It's a completely different category of reasoning ability. It's a massive leap. And believe me, this was not just a one-off flop. On graduate level humanitarian exam that totally stamped other models, it hit 41%. On graduate level science questions, it scored almost 92%. That's higher than actual most PhDs. Then you've got the ELM arena, where real people rank AI against each other. Gemini becomes the first AI model to ever break the 1500 ELO score on ELM arena. Across the board, the performance is completely just a different league. Okay, the numbers are absolutely stunning, but let's be practical. How does all this raw power actually translate into your daily workflow? Let's take a look at 3 brand new features that could, and I mean fundamentally, change the way you work. All right, this first one. This is the feature that personally just blew my mind. Gemini 3.0 can now analyze a video frame by frame. It's not just listening to the audio. It's not just reading the transcript. It's literally watching the videos and understanding what's happened visually at any given second. I mean, just think about the possibility there for a moment. So this layer out a whole new workflow and it's perfect. Imagine you upload a long video. Instead of endlessly scrubbing through the timeline, trying to find that one spot, you can just ask it, hey, what's written on the storyboard at exactly 20 minutes? And boom, you have an instant answer. From there, you can ask it to generate chapter marker, create summary, and basically spin that one single video into dozens of different pieces of content. Okay, feature number 2. And this one could literally change the internet as we know it. I'm not kidding. Google is using Gemini to completely reinvent the search result page. Say goodbye to that classic 10 blow links. We are now talking about custom built dynamic interface that are generated on the fly specifically for your search. This really gets to the heart of the shift. The old way, you had to find the information, but the new way, the information is presented to you. So let's say you search for something like AI tool comparison. Instead of getting a list of links and having to open 10 different tabs, you might just get a custom interactive comparison table built for you right there on the page. And for all the developers like us watching this video right now, don't worry, Google didn't forget us. They have launched a brand new AI-first coding environment. It's called Anti-Gravity, and yeah, it's another potential game changer. This IDE is super cool. It's built on a version of VS Code, so it's gonna feel familiar right away. It's basically VS Code on steroids, supercharged with Gemini 3. This handles what Google call long horizon tasks. And that just means you can give it a really big broad goal, like build a new landing page based on this Figma design, and it will actually figure out and execute all the little steps to make that happen. Plus, it integrates with tools you already use. So it really feels like working with you like a super smart assistant. That is what I call agentic shift, and we are going to be hearing that a lot from 2026. We've covered what it is, seen the mind-blowing performance numbers, and we've walked through the killer features. So that brings us to the big one. Should you switch? All right, first up, what everybody wants to hear. Let's talk about who can use what and how much it costs. The really good news is you can try out the core tech without paying a cent. The standard model is absolutely free to use right now in Google's AI Studio. For developers, you can get your hands on the Anti-Gravity IDE for free. while it's on preview. Now, those really advanced features we mentioned, those are part of the paid plan. And for the time being, it's only available in the US. Okay, let me break down the decision. When does it make sense to switch? Well, the argument is incredibly strong if you work with a lot of video content, or if you need that absolutely massive context window for huge documents. And hey, don't get me wrong, there's also a case for staying put. If your whole workload is already built around OpenAI or ChatGPT, or you just prefer that specific conversational style, or maybe you rely on Claude for its amazing creative writing, then there's absolutely no urgent reason to rip everything off and switch today. Look, at the end of the day, no YouTube video can make this decision for you. The absolutely best recommendation I would give you is to just try it yourself. The standard model is free. Go to Google AI Studio, take a real task from your own job, something you do every day, and throw it at Gemini and see how it does it. That's the only real test to know if it's the right tool for you. That really is a big idea I want to leave you with. It's this question: what happened when AI stopped finding information for us and instead start creating the experience of that information for us? This really is a profound shift on how we are going to be interacting with the digital world. And Gemini 3.0, well, it feels like a huge leap in that direction. And please don't go. Like and follow my channel if you want to see more videos like this.